Hello, my name is Elbrite Brown. I was born and raised in Philadelphia. I attended the Morrell Dobbins Area Vocational Technical High School in North Philadelphia. I attended the University of the Arts. These are three things that I have in common with Mr. Jerry Pinkney, who is one of my heroes. I met Mr. Pinkney as a result of one of my teachers requiring that I go to a lecture, and I even dragged a couple of my friends over. When we got there, we saw Mr. Pinkney. He gave a presentation about his work, and that was my first time being exposed to the process of using references and models to create an illustration. You know, he was somebody who won all kinds of awards, and he was down to earth. He was a nice guy. There have been so many times when I've either called him and asked questions, and I've been able to just learn different things about the experiences of making a picture or making pictures. And he was somebody who, to my friends and teachers, he was like a rock star. I mean, there were all kinds of big accolades that he has received, and he was internationally known. But still, he was a nice guy. He was very humble, very giving. At this point in my life, I'm an art teacher. I also make pictures. But mainly, when you're around somebody like the Pinkneys, I mean, they're people who I admire. Through the years, I've been able to see different things that they've done, to have been exposed to the work that they've done. I was able to share that with the next generation of students, because a few years ago, we had a chance to go to the Whitmer Museum. I took a class of students there, and Mr. and Mrs. Pinkney spoke to our students, and it was a big deal. I mean, I remember after that event, there were students who were making things, and one of my students even did a portrait of Mr. Pinkney with some of his characters from his books in the background. I had a chance to share that with him, and he was really impressed by that. You know, when I think of the kind of work that he does and Brian has done, Brian Pinkney, his son, who's also an illustrator, these are men who I admire because they're able to tell a story. They're able to show diversity in their books. I can look through their books and I feel like I can see myself, my family, I can see people from my community. Whenever I looked at the books that Mr. Pinkney, Mrs. Pinkney have done, it's like, wow, they're from Philadelphia. Wow, look at that. I mean, he's played a major role in my life. I'm happy to have known him. And when you see somebody who's as big as he is, and you have a chance to look at the work and hear the stories, you know, it's impressive.